So a few weeks back, I performed a wash and wax, an engine cleaning, and a basic interior cleaning on a 2014 Audi S6. Now, part of that video, I just sped everything 4x, 8x the time to make sure the video was condensed all into like 20 minutes. But I'm gonna take some of those videos and just play it at normal rate. That way you see how long I take, and I'm just gonna talk over the video. So in this one, it's gonna be on the wheel cleaning that I performed. All I'm gonna do is talk about the process that I'm doing, and then just give business advice, talk through it, and just general thoughts on wheel cleaning, applying for both personal and business use. So it's gonna be the clip of me cleaning the wheels, how I do it, and then just a lot of talking of like my thoughts on what you should do as a business, detailing, finishing quicker, so on and so forth. So that's what's on this video. Before I jump into the video, if you do want to start your detailing business but you're not sure what services or what should be included on those services, check this thorough guide out. It's one of my most popular guides I have on detailing. It's a 9 detailing services you can offer when you're just starting off. It has everything from how long it should take, what's included in those services, the value of those services, how long it should take, the potential money you can charge. All those details are very thorough. It took me quite a bit of time to make. So just check the description box down below for that guide on 9 detailing services you can offer in your detailing business. Alright guys, as I mentioned, I just want to talk through this video so you can see real time how long it takes me, what I'm thinking, and just general thoughts of wheel cleaning, running a business and such. Because the ones that I'm posting, the full length videos of the full detail, I 4 times, 4x, 8x everything to fit it all in one video. So having a full length video here kind of just helps you see a real time of how I move and what I'm doing. So it always depends on the vehicle on what I'm gonna tackle first with the wheels and tires, but generally speaking, I'm gonna start off with the tires, then go on to the inner barrel, the face, then the fender wells. Now, do I always do, again, depending on the condition of the vehicle and what I'm trying to achieve, I don't always give the vehicle 2 passes like I do here to clean the tires. If it's like a maintenance vehicle that I see bi-weekly, then it's not gonna get dirty enough for me to have to attack the tire twice. If they're just doing daily driving, so I may just give it a light scrub down and then move on to the next thing. Because again, if I'm seeing it every 2 weeks, it's not even getting that much of a chance of getting dirty. But again, if they go, if they drive in the dirtiest parts of the city and they're getting like dirt and grease and oil and all that good stuff, and using some cheap products to dress their tires, then yeah, I'm gonna go after it a bit more thoroughly. But if it's a maintenance cleaning, if I see it bi-weekly or at least once a month, it's not gonna need that much cleaning. So I'm gonna go maybe one or 2 passes on the tire. Here in the inner wells, it's good to have different brushes. Like here I'm using the wheel willy because the spokes are spread apart, and there's a lot of there's a lot of clearance between the wheel and the brakes and the brake system. But generally speaking, I typically go with the easy detail brush. That's the one with the bristles. But again, you don't need to worry about buying all the tools, all the 4 different types of wheel brushes when you're first starting off. I mean, if you only buy if you can only get one set through financial reasons, or you don't want to carry that many tools, or you're just starting off, by all means just start off with 1 brush set. Like I have 5 brushes. I have 3 wheel willies in 3 different sizes, and the 2 easy detail brushes. And again, having a variety of brushes, especially with wheels that they come in so many different designs and formats, it helps to have those brushes. But if you're just starting off, or for whatever reason, just get 1 set, whether it's the wheel willies, the easy detail brush, or the Daytona Speedmasters, which are the exact same concept as the easy detail brushes, and vice versa. Just start off with what you can. As you saw, I use a fender brush to clean the wheel faces. That's because I don't like, again, at this part, if you saw the actual full-length video of me doing the detail, the weather was coming my way, so I could not. I was moving as quickly as I could from the first wheel all the way to the 4th wheel, so I can get to washing the vehicle, cleaning the vehicle, and waxing the vehicle. So I was trying to work as efficiently as I could. And what you see on a lot of YouTube videos are people filling up their 5-gallon bucket of water, putting soap in there, using like 6 different brushes, using the pressure washer, using so many brushes to get the job done. But like I'm literally like trying to beat the rain before it gets to me, because if it starts raining on me, then I'm kind of done for the detail, or I have to wait till the rain passes by. I can move in the garage, but the garage isn't. I don't think there was much light in there, so that would have been, that would have been another problem. But you'll see a lot of YouTube videos where just people are like, spending 12 minutes per wheel to get it, to the best condition possible. Through here, I think I spent 5 minutes averaging out per wheel, getting it to, the 85-90% satisfactory level. So yeah, I'm not gonna spend so long on each wheel to get it, absolutely perfect. Now again, if that's what the customer is paying for, then of course you want to spend that extra time and attention. But if that's not what they're paying for, and you're getting it to like a 90%, you're getting it 90% cleaner, then that's pretty good to go with. And as you see there, I'm actually spraying the concrete. That way the gunk that comes off doesn't just sit there on the actual concrete. It can kind of roll it down with the water. So that's just a quick little tip, where if you are working on concrete and it's on a downhill, definitely spray some water before you get started with the cleaning. That way it doesn't stain it so quickly, and it can kind of just roll it down with the water. So again, starting off with with the tires, doing 2 applications. This specific instance, the wheel and tire were dirty on the front, more so than the rears, and you can kind of tell from the video that there's more brake dust on the front wheels. So that was a bit of not a surprise, but that's one of those things you'll encounter where one wheel is dirty than the other for whatever reason. So I'm using Meguiar's APC 10-to-1, and it's getting the job done. There'll be some wheels that, you can literally use like clay lubricant or like something so not aggressive, and it'll clean most of the brake dust off. I service another a Range Rover where I can use like a spray wax, and it'll take mostly everything off. So you don't always have to go like full strength, full attack every single time. You don't always have to bust out the pressure washer or the water hose. In this instance, I'm using the water hose, but I hardly ever, no, for the past 3 years, I haven't used the pressure washer. So it just goes back to that, like, I don't have all that time to sit there and spend 10-12 minutes on one wheel getting it perfect. And by no means am I, cutting any corners. You see, I'm putting plenty of time and attention, and I'm getting the results that I need. But you just gotta do it in an efficient manner. When I first started detailing vehicles as a business, I would bring out every single last tool and product that I can think of to get the job done. And it just took so much time, and at the end of it, there wasn't much of a difference if I used a pressure washer and the foam cannon, and I filled up my wheel bucket and used soap and used 6 different brushes. There was no difference at the end, because all I needed to get was the end result. And whether I use 6 tools, 3 products, or I use 1 tool, 1 product, the main focus was getting the correct end results. So that's when I started changing my framework and saying, okay, look, I don't need to use every single last tool and product. I don't need to make it look super cool and sexy looking for the camera. I just need to get the job done. And that's something I really want to push on you guys, is that, there's so many YouTube videos out there that are just, hyping up the detailing, and like, this looks so cool, and I'm using, these fine products and tools, and they're so expensive, and it looks so fancy to do. But when you're out there on the field, especially for mobile, when you're in a shop, it's a bit more easy going for yourself, because you're like in a controlled environment. But when you're out there on the job site and it's like super hot, then you might get rained on, so you're trying to move as quickly as you can, and you still have a lot of work to do. You're not going to want to sit there for 10, 12, 15 minutes per wheel getting it done. You want to move as quickly as you can, which is why, like here again, I'm using the fender brush because it's going to get most of the brake dust. Then I follow up with with the detail buddy brushes, and then I follow it up with the towel to just get any last marks. And I'm just trying to move as quickly as I can, because I have a deadline. There is a time frame I'm trying to meet. I'm trying to reach. Not only that, but obviously I want to finish it as quickly as I can to hit a higher hourly rate. And I don't want to spend most of that time just on cleaning wheels and tires. Like, would I want to spend an hour cleaning wheels, or would I just want to spend 30 minutes cleaning wheels and then spend the other 30 minutes advancing on the detail? And I'm still getting amazing results. It's not like I'm saying I'm cutting corners and, I'm giving the customer a 6 out of 10 instead of a 9 out of 10 result. No, by no means am I doing that. You're still going to take the time and effort to do the job right. It's just, figuring out what works best for you is to get the best results that you can in the quickest time frame. within the given budget and service that you're delivering. So here I'm just using the towel again to touch up any last minute, any last spots I may have missed. And because the wheel, you know, there's only 5 spokes, they're spread apart, so I can use a towel very easily to get, you know, just around anywhere on the wheel. If there was like a, you know, this wheel had 8 spokes and the clearance was like non-existent, I'd probably wouldn't using a towel as much as I would the brush. But because again, this wheel is very straightforward, very simple, I can easily use a towel to get in and out of almost every part. Here, the fender brushes, it was actually carpeted fenders, so it wasn't the plastic. So it was just a quick brush down to knock off some of that dirt. I wasn't going for like 110% perfection because it just didn't need it. So that was just the after before adding the dressing. As you can tell, the tire itself is super dry looking because there's no dressing on it. And that was the after I washed, clayed, and waxed it. The wheels were looking good. I didn't remove the wheel adhesive because that would just contain a lot more work. And remember, you're always able to do more work. So like, just because you know you can make something look better, and I just replayed it right now, but just because you know you can make something look better, you have to make sure you're adjusting the prices and setting the customer's expectations. So just because I could remove it doesn't mean I am if it's not what the service was going to entail or what the customer was expecting. Alright, like I said, just me cleaning the wheels, talking over it, giving you my thoughts and opinions on different things. Leave any comments or questions you have below on the wheel cleaning, the products I use. I always use the same tools and products on almost every video, so it's typically going to be the same tools and products from other videos. But other than that, as always, you know, if you have any other questions or comments or concerns, leave those in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.